Good morning to one and all present here. With a heart full of warmth and respect, I, Professor Ritika Megnath, feel truly delighted to welcome each one of you to this one-day national conference on the theme Lokayukta as a constitutional guardian against corruption, prospects and challenges. This is a conference organized by Dr. Rammanohar Lohia College of Law, Bengaluru, in association with Vakil Paathashala as a part of our IQAC initiative. Today is a meaningful gathering of ideas, voices, and reflections dedicated to strengthening accountability and integrity in our governance system. Light represents knowledge, wisdom, and the path of truth. To mark the formal beginning of this conference, I request all our dignitaries on the dais to kindly join us for the lighting of lamp. To begin this auspicious occasion, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I now invite Mrs. Divya MS, a final year student of Dr. RMLCL, to render the invocation song.
गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सदगं सुरेश्वरं श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सदगं सुरेश्वरो श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरम् अजेन्द्रपूजित विघ्नेश्वरो अजेन्द्रपूजित विघ्नेश्वरो गणादिसन्नुत पादपद्मकरं गणादिसन्नुत पादपद्मकरं कुञ्जरपञ्जनचतुरतरकरं गुरुगुहाग्रजं प्रणवाकारं कुञ्जरपञ्जनचतुरतरकरं गुरुगुहाग्रजं प्रणवाकारं दानिदपमपदपा मगरि सा निधनि सरि सरि गरि गमप मा पदनि सरि गम गरि सा निधनि दपदा पमगरि सरि गजाननयुतं गणेश्वरं भजामि सदगं सुरेश्वरो श्रीगजाननयुतं गणेश्वरम्.
Thank you, Divya, for that soulful rendition. Thank you, Divya, for that soulful rendition. I now warmly invite our beloved principal, Professor Vijayalakshmi KK, Dr. RMLCL, to deliver the welcome address and set the tone for today's conference.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure, warmly welcome to you all to this one-day virtual national conference on Lokayukta as constitutional guardian against corruption, Prospectus and Challenges, organized by we Basic Education Societies registered under Dr. Rammanohar Lohia College of Law, Bengaluru, in association with Vakil Paathashala, Bengaluru, as part of our IQAC initiative. On behalf of the management, staff, and the students, I extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest, Honorable Justice K.N. Phanindra, sir, who is a present Upalokayukta, sir, who is the present Upalokayukta of Karnataka. We are deeply honored by your gracious presence, sir. Your remarkable contribution to the legal fraternity and your commitment to the strengthening justice systems inspire both our faculty and our students, sir. Welcome you once again, sir. And now would I request to welcome our guest, Shri S.S. Mithalkot, sir, former chairman of Karnataka Bar Council, Bengaluru, KSPC. I would like to welcome Shri Vivek B. Nagraj, advocate and director of our Dr. RML College of Law, Bengaluru. I would like to welcome Mrs. Zarina P., who is an alumni of our college as well as the president of Vakil Paathashala. And I would like to welcome Professor Vinuta Arun, who is a faculty of RML College and a secretary of Vakil Paathashala. And I would like to welcome Shri Edgar Allen, the member of Vakil Paathashala. And I would like to welcome Tahsildar, Revenue Department, and the Police Department. Thank you all. And I would like to welcome all the principals of law colleges, affiliated law colleges, who have joined on and off the dais. Now for the jury members. As jury members, they have joined with affiliated law college of Karnataka State Law University, different states. Dr. Chandrika Madam, principal of SV Nandimat College, Bagalkot, and Raghuveer sir from BLDE, Bijapur, and the Dr. Rahul Mishra, who's an associate professor of Mahe University, as well as Dr. Arun Sosle, principal of SJRC Law College, and all dignitaries who are present here. I also extend a warm welcome or greetings to distinguished academicians and the research scholars, legal practitioners, students, and the participants joining us today. And I would like to take a moment that we are conducting now the today's session on conference, which is especially relevant in the contemporary socio-legal context, with the rising concerns surrounding transparency, accountability, and ethical governance. The role of Lokayukta as a constitutional guardian becomes not only a vital but also necessary for the preservation of democratic integrity. Through today's deliberations, we hope to explore the evolving challenges faced by the institution of Lokayukta and engage in constructive discussions on enhancing its effectiveness. That I am confident that insights shared by our distinguished speakers and the knowledge enhanced in the technical sessions will greatly contribute to ongoing discourse on anti-corruption mechanisms and the constitutional governance in India. Once again, I would like to welcome all the students and the participants for being part of our academic endeavors. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words and for constantly guiding us through your values. To acquaint us with the distinguished personalities gracing today's event, I invite Professor Ramesha Ji to present the introduction of the chief guest and the guest of honor.
I take honor and privilege to introduce today's chief guest, that is Justice Sri Koratagere Narasimhamurthy Phanindra, sir, former Judge, High Court of Karnataka. Sir has born to Srimati K.N. Sunandamma and Sri K.R. Narasimhamurthy in an agricultural family at Koratagere, Tumakuru district. Sir has done his primary school, high school and PU education at Koratagere government schools. Sir has graduated in BSc at Government School of College, Tumakuru, and studied law at Vidyodaya Law College, Tumakuru. Sir has enrolled as an advocate with the Karnataka State Bar Council in 1985, joined the office of Sri M.S. Rajendra Prasad, former Judge of High Court of Karnataka, and later office of Sri Subramanya Swami, freedom fighter, a great patriot and advocate Tumkur. Sir has served the same college in which studied law, that is Vidyodaya Law College, as a part-time assistant professor from 1988 to 1999. Sir has joined judiciary as select district judge in the year 1998. Sir has rendered service as district and session judge at Bengaluru from 1998 to 2002, at Shivamogga from 2002 to 2005. Sir as Principal Secretary and Session Judge at Udupi from 2005 to 2009, and at Haveri from 2009 to July 2009. Sir has served Secretary to Honorable Chief Justice of High Court of Karnataka from July 2009 to September 2009. Sir has served District Judge and Director, Bangalore Mediation Center since October 2009 to February 2012. Sir has rendered services to the Government of Karnataka as Principal Secretary, Law, Justice and Human Rights from February 2012 to May 2013. Sir has worked Principal District and Session Judge, Belgaum from May 2013 to October 2013. Sir has elevated as Judge of High Court of Karnataka on 24th October 2013. Sir has participated in many seminars and conferences as resource person, regular visitor of Karnataka Judicial Academy as resource person during the training of judicial officers and public prosecutors. Sir, recipient of Karnataka State Award in the year 2009 for having written judgments in Kannada language. Sir has participated in 2 national conferences, mediation held at New Delhi and one at Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Sir has participated in the International Conference on Forensic Science Services conducted by JSS Medical College, SS Nagara, Mysuru as a resource person on the subject reports and opinion of experts in crime investigation, judge's perspective. Sir has retired and demitted the office of Judge of High Court of Karnataka on 19th May 2020. Sir has assumed the charge of Honorable Lokayukta on 29th March 2022. Thank you. I request Vivek sir to give the token of gratitude to our chief guest. I take pleasure to introduce give a guest of the honor today. Mittal Code SS is the former chairman of the Karnataka State Bar Council, nominated in the March 2025 by the Bar Council of India. He was appointed to oversee the completion of a verification process and is tasked with the ensuring the Karnataka State Bar Council complies with the regulatory mandates. His key responsibilities were overseeing the completion of a verification process and ensuring the compliance with the Bar Council of India, the directives. His previous role was, he was a senior advocate and has served as an advocate general in the High Court of Karnataka. I request Vivek sir, the director, advocate, RCML College, to give a token of gratitude.
Thank you, sir, for that detailed and graceful introduction. Moving forward, I would like to introduce our Director, Alumni and Practicing Advocate, Shri Vivek B. Nagraj sir, who has pursued his 5-year law program at Dr. Rammanohar Lohia College of Law between 2002 and 2007. He later completed his Masters of Law in International Intellectual Property Rights from Brunel University, London. further strengthening his academic foundation in a globally relevant field. Upon returning to India, he joined the chambers of Ms. Kumar and Kumar Associates, Bengaluru, in 2010 and has since been actively engaged in legal practice. Over the years, he has handled a wide spectrum of civil matters before both the trial courts and the Honorable High Court of Karnataka, earning a reputation of diligence, clarity in legal reasoning, and professional integrity. Alongside his legal practice, he continues to contribute to academia as a part-time professor at Dr. RMLCL and is frequently invited as a honorary guest lecturer by various law colleges. His commitment to both profession and legal education makes him an invaluable resource to our legal committee. I request Advocate Edgar Allen to present the token of gratitude to Vivek sir. Thank you for gracing the event, sir. And our principal, Professor Vijayalakshmi KK, who has completed her graduation, BA LLB from University Law College, Bengaluru, LLM from University Law College, Bengaluru, and under the guidance of Dr. T.R. Subramanian and co-guided by N. Satish Gowda from ULC, Bangalore. Additionally, she has secured diploma in cyber law from Ancient Law School, Pune. Presently, she is pursuing her PhD from Presidency University under the guidance of Dr. Mamta GM, HOD School of Law, Presidency University, Bangalore. She has organized and coordinated various national and state level conferences, workshops, and seminars. Served as a guest faculty in Kerala Society's Law College, Bengaluru. She has also published several articles in various reputed journals. She has authored and published a research paper titled Aspects of Canadian Law Concerning the Environment in the International Journal of Advanced Research. Adding to it, she has also authored and published a research paper in Alameen Law Review. I request Professor Vinita Arun to present her with the token of honor. Thank you, ma'am. Mrs. Zarina P. is an practicing advocate, president of Vakil Paathashala, and also alumni of RMLCL Bengaluru, having done her MBA and LLM in ADRS. I request Professor Vilasini K. to present her with the token of honor. Mrs. Vinita Arun completed her LLB from Vaikunta Baliga College of Law, Udupi, in 2002. She began her legal career practicing in Saurabh and Sagar in Shivamogga district, and from 2006 shifted her practice to Bengaluru, appearing before the High Court of Karnataka. She later worked as a junior advocate at Holla Associates, one of South India's leading IPR firms. She now manages her own practice, Vallari Associates, alongside her husband, Mr. Arun KS, who served as a former government pleader in the High Court of Karnataka. She holds a diploma in intellectual property law from NLSIU 2010 and an LLM with specialization in ADR from Garden City University. Since 2011, she has been a faculty member at Dr. RMLCL teaching practical law papers. She has judged various state and national moot court competitions and has presented papers at academic conferences. She is currently pursuing her PhD at Presidency University. I request Professor Radhika to present her with the token of honor. Dr. Edgar Allen is a multi-talented and multi-experienced professional with more than 25 years of experience across a wide range of industries that include the manufacturing, service, advertising, education, insurance, banking, and software industries. Having headed department verticals in these industries that include legal, audit, HR, administration, sales and marketing, customer service, and export and imports, his qualification that include a PhD in English language and MBA in HR, as well as a bachelor's degree in law and commerce, have stood him in good stead and have aimed him in achieving great heights in his career. Currently pursuing his master's degree in criminal law, as well as consulting in the fields of management and law, he is passionate about reading, photography, and rescuing animals in distress. I request Professor Ramesha ji to present him with the token of honor. As we move on, I am honored to invite Dr. Edgar Allen to deliver the inaugural speech.
Thank you. Esteemed dignitaries on and off the stage, respected legal scholars, distinguished speakers, faculty members, dear students, and honored guests. It is with great pride and a deep sense of purpose that I deliver the inaugural address to this national level virtual conference on Lokayukta as a constitutional guardian against corruption, prospects, and challenges. I extend my warmest greetings to all participants who have joined us from across the country to deliberate upon one of the most pressing issues confronting our democracy today. Corruption is not merely a legal wrong. It is an assault and a direct assault on the principles that uphold our constitutional fabric: justice, equality, accountability, and the rule of law. In a country as vast and diverse as India, ensuring clean and transparent governance is both a constitutional duty and a moral imperative. Institutions such as the Lokayukta were envisioned to serve as sentinels of integrity, standing firm against the misuse of power and upholding public trust in administration. The Lokayukta occupies a unique position in our democratic architecture. Its spirit, purpose, and functioning are deeply rooted in the constitutional mandate of ensuring good governance. It acts as a bridge between citizens and the state, empowering the common person to question authority, seek redress, and demand accountability. Over the years, Lokayuktas across states have played pivotal roles in exposing maladministration, curbing abuse of power, and enforcing ethical standards in governance. As we gather here to reflect, one of the questions that we must ask ourselves is, has the Lokayukta realized its full potential as a guardian against corruption? Well, the answer to that is many-layered. While several states have empowered their Lokayuktas with robust investigative powers, others are up against outdated frameworks, limited jurisdictions, and inadequate resources. Further, variations in state legislation, procedural constraints, and the absence of uniform enforcement mechanisms can undermine its efficiency. At the same time, the prospects before us are equally compelling. With increasing public awareness, growing expectations for transparent governance, and technological advancements in investigation and public grievance systems, the Lokayukta stands on the threshold of transformation. If strengthened through comprehensive legislation, adequate staffing, and greater independence, it can evolve into a truly formidable institution, one that not only addresses corruption, but also prevents it through systemic reforms. This conference provides an invaluable platform to examine these dimensions. Over the coming sessions, you will delve into critical themes: the legal evolution and comparative frameworks on Lokayuktas, case studies demonstrating their impact, challenges in investigation and enforcement, the role of civil society and technology, and pathways to strengthening the institution for future generations. Such dialogues are crucial, especially at a time when governance, ethics, and accountability are being tested globally. As members of the legal fraternity, it is our duty to ensure that institutions like the Lokayukta do not merely exist on paper, but thrive in practice. I commend the organizers for conceiving this timely conference and bringing together an exceptional panel of jurists, practitioners, and academicians. Your insights will undoubtedly enrich the discourse and inspire actionable reforms. Let us remember that combating corruption is not merely the responsibility of institutions. It is a collective mission that demands vigilance, courage, and unwavering commitment from all of us. I wish you all meaningful discussions, insightful exchanges, and a very successful event ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening address. We are privileged to have with us two eminent personalities today. Our chief guest, Honorable Justice K.N. Panindra, former judge of High Court of Karnataka and present Upalokayukta of Karnataka. Our esteemed guest of honor, Shri Mittalkode SS, the former chairperson of Karnataka State Bar Council. Now, I am honored to invite our chief guest, Honorable Justice K.N. Panindra, sir, to address the gathering and enlighten us with his thoughts.
Today's guest of honor, Shri Vittal, former chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, and very humble and eminent advocate who in fact practiced before me long when I was sitting judge of the High Court. Director, young and energetic advocate, Shri Vivek BN. Vakil Paathashala President, Srimati Zarina, and Secretary Vakil Paathashala Professor Vinuta Arun, Principal of Dr. Rammanohar Lohia College, Professor Vijay Lakshmi, all the other respected faculty members of this institution, the participants who have participating through virtually, and also my dear students of law and all the respected lecturers and faculty members of this institution. Day after tomorrow, I think on Tuesday, we are celebrating International Anti-Corruption Day. ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ವಾ? motto of the anti-corruption day is uniting with youth against corruption, shaping tomorrow's integrity. This we have to bear in mind before adhering to discuss about the Lokayukta institution with reference to the constitution and other laws. My dear friends, I think I have inaugurated this function. Inaugural address is given already by the faculty member. Nevertheless, I treat it as an introductory note, and I would like to share my few of thoughts so far as this aspect is concerned. Why this Lokayukta institution has to be called as a guardian of this corruption, anti-corruption, against corruption. What is the reason for that? Before adverting to its perspective and also challenges. See, you all know that Constitution is the guardian of all the laws. And the Constitution is the guardian of the country. So we say that why the Constitution is guardian. The prime important aspect in the Constitution and its ambition, if we see, that it is inbuilt in Article 21 of the Constitution. Other articles of the Constitution are also in support of this Article 21 according to me, because life is in detail explained in Article 21 and also elaborated by the Apex Court of India. Life means what? Life means, according to the Constitution, it is a dignified life. Again, dignified life means what? Dignified life means every person who takes birth in the country or who comes to our country should live happily here and also without any problems, and he should maintain his good health, prosper himself, and be a good citizen of the country, and all development should be taken place for to keep that particular person happy. That is what they say dignified life. It enlarges further that the legislative activity takes place and lot of legislations come forward from the gates of the parliament or the legislature for the purpose of keeping a particular person in the country happy. That is the main object. So again, dignified life has to be categorized into three important aspects. Number one is right from taking birth. It should be safeguarded. It should be taken care of. Right from the child enters into the embryo sac of the mother. Right from that point of time, the laws should take care of the child till it dies. You see, when the child enters into the embryo sac of the mother, we have laws that it should not be diagnosed whether it is a male or female. If it is diagnosed as male or female, it becomes an offense. To that extent, we have developed our laws to maintain an equanimity between male and female. Because earlier days we have seen that if it is a female child in the embryo sac, normally the people under the precinct of that we should get male child first and then female, they get the child aborted. So this has been carried forward for so many years. So taking care of this to safeguard the interest of the female child in the mother's womb, we have developed various laws. We have to take care of the mother when she is conceived till the child takes birth. After the child takes birth, its nourishment, its education, everything will be taken care of by law. We have legislated so many laws For whom? For the benefit of whom? For the benefit of ourselves. So education, though it is a fundamental right and every child should get the education up to 14 years, there should not be any hindrance for education to every child. Free education should be important according to the constitutional mandate. So why? Because it should get education and it should stand on its own foot. And it should not be dependent on anybody, so that it can have its own life in future. For development of the personality development, educational development, professional development, various other laws we have legislated. You see, second aspect should be taken care of is the health of the person. So for that purpose, various schemes have been introduced, projects have been introduced, developmental activities have been taken place for the establishment of various hospitals and various innovative measures have been taken for the purpose of keeping that person healthy throughout his lifetime. So that is, we want to give a healthy life to the person. It is also a constitutional mandate. The next important aspect is that not only health, but he should be given an opportunity to earn, learn and earn. And then earn the properties, earn the status in the society, and maintain that and sustain that. Safeguard that. Then only he can live happily. If you allow a person to acquire property legally, and thereafter he should be given an opportunity to enjoy his property as his wish, and thereafter dispose of his property according to his wish, will and wish. So therefore, even after the death, he is able to dispose of his property as he likes by means of executing a testamentary document. So these are all the powers that has been given by means of creating rights, liabilities and disabilities under various substantive and procedural laws. And thereafter, to maintain status in the society. Dignity, dignified life includes the status in the society. Every person is entitled to acquire status in the society. And every other person has got an obligation to respect that right, respect that status. It is said that if the wealth is lost, what is lost? If health is lost, what is lost? If character is lost, everything is lost. That character is annexed to the status. So therefore, to maintain status, sustain status, and to safeguard that status, the laws have been emanated. You look at the ambition of the Constitution and the intention of all the other laws. Even after death, you should not be defamed. If even a dead person is defamed, it will have its own adverse effect on the living persons, his lineal descendants. They can also maintain a suit. They can also maintain a criminal prosecution against the person who has defamed even a deceased person. So to that extent, we have legislated laws. To what extent we have gone forward to maintain or to keep the safeguard the health of the people. Even I have read in the newspapers that even without opening your body, the technology has gone to that extent, they can operate your heart. They can monitor your veins. So to that extent, we have gone forward. Why? The question is to give a dignified, happy life to our country citizens or any person who come and delve our country. So how it can be done? Next question is how it can be done. It can only be done by means of a good governance and good administration. Who will administer all these things? the elected representatives, the governments elected by us. We are the government. We are governing ourselves through our elected representatives. The governments and the respective central or state governments, they have got their own policies. You see, when the Constitution gives you the fundamental rights, likewise fundamental duties, we have to look into our fundamental duties and also equally the fundamental duties and rights. These are all the rights wherever you go, wherever you see. Almost all the substantive laws are around this important aspect, that the dignified life. All the laws are made to give a dignified life to the citizen of the country. So therefore, the governments, they will come forward with various schemes, the various developmental activities. Apart from legislating laws, they will also come forward with various projects, various schemes, various developmental activities. So if once you say developmental activities are taking place and rights have been given and the fruits have to reach the common man who reside in the deep corner or remote corner of a village, that is the important ambit of the Constitution. Whatever may be the scheme you introduce, for example, widow pension, for example, old age pension, development of horticulture and agriculture for the purpose of uplifting the farmers. So these are all the aspects that should reach to that particular person. How it will reach? You will prepare a project, you will prepare a scheme, you will prepare a developmental work, and within the framework of law, and make all necessary rules and regulations how it should be implemented. Who has to implement is the next question. So legislators legislate the laws, rules, regulations, circulars, everything. Who are the persons responsible for implementing this? The executives. The next is important role is with the executives. Executives are actually the administrators. So good governance only comes to the government. The name will go to the government, but the thrivers are the executives. The whole responsibility of this administration, making the ambition of the Constitution to reach to the remote corner or the person who lives in the remote village, it lies with the administrators. That what we call it as an administration. Then what is meant by public administration? So why I am telling all these things, we have to understand the basics. Unless you understand the basic, you may not be in a position to understand how Lokayukta institution is a guardian. You see, administration means, public administration means what? Who is the public? Everybody is a public, including a person who resides in a remote corner of the village, up to the President of India. All are public. First they are public, first they are the countryman, and thereafter they occupy different various positions. So here, the public administration means it is the province of the governments to have a public administration, good public administration with good governance. I will come to next what is meant by good governance. So what is administration means what? It is a Latin word. Ad means affairs. Minister means manage, control, take care of. So that means public administration means taking care of the affairs of the public. Manage the affairs of the public. How you will manage? Again, governance. How you will manage? By means of various other machineries, like executive machineries. You will come forward with Revenue Department, Public Relation Department, Panchayat Raj departments, various departments entrusted with certain work, entrusted with certain responsibilities, to see that all the ambitions of the state government and the central government reaches to the common man. That is, we say, good administration or good governance. So entire thing has to be governed in a proper manner to implement the real ambition of the constitution or the state legislations. So if the good governance is not there, administration is not proper for various reasons. What may be the reasons? You are all law students. You might have studied law of torts. In law of torts, it is stated, or some definitions have been given, that what is meant by malfeasance, misfeasance, and non-feasance. If you understand these three things, then you can also understand what is meant by maladministration, misadministration, and non-administration. What is meant by maladministration or malfeasance? Means doing an illegal act prohibited by law, prohibited by any rule, prohibited by any regulation. What are all the, give me one or two examples for that. Anti-corruption law is there. Taking bribe is prohibited. Right? Civil servants rules are there. Conduct rules prescribe that your conduct should be like this. If you violate that law, then you are violating the administration or you are conducting a maladministration. So doing an act which is prohibited by any law for the time being in force, which may result in maladministration. That is nepotism. It may be a nepotism. It may be due to influence you do your work. It may be due to practicing corruption. You may do your work. You may not do your work. Then it will come round to maladministration. The second is misfeasance, means misadministration. Misadministration means what? Misfeasance means doing an act, doing a legal act in an improper manner, in an irregular manner, without following the procedures, without following the rules, without following certain mandates of law. You will do that work, but you will not do that work in proper manner. Delayed doing of the work. For example, if a widow pension has to be given to a lady, no other resource persons are there in the family, only earning member who died, where she should go. That's why a scheme has been introduced for the purpose of giving sustenance allowance, like the widow pension is introduced, or senior citizens pension is introduced by the governments for the beneficial enjoyment of the life by those persons. So if timely that has not been given, let us see. Motor Vehicles Act, similarly placed, a sole breadwinner of the family is died. If he dies without leaving any estate, without leaving any resources, where the children and that wife should go? If timely the courts will not come to their help, award compensation or interim compensation, what may be the result of these things? She may become a prostitute. The children may become thieves, robbers. Who are responsible for that? Is it not maladministration? Is it not misadministration? Delayed giving of the benefits. So within a particular point of time, it should be given. Statute has to be amended to that extent. Every statute has its own, should have its own parameters when duties have been cast upon the administrators or the executors. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to get the work done. So the next important is non-administration or non-feasance, means not doing the work at all, which you have to do that work according to law. Not doing the work. You are interested with the work, not doing the work at all. First is doing an act illegally. Next is doing an act in an improper manner. Third one is not doing the act at all. So by these three important aspects, the good governance will go. Maladministration will set in. So maladministration, if continues to be there, if it is so enormous, it will affect the day-to-day life of the citizens, day-to-day life of the persons who delve the country. For every purpose, they have to struggle hard. Their grievances are increasing. On the other hand, allegations are also increasing against these executors, making allegations of maladministration. So the important two aspects to be taken care of, one is what exactly the grievance and what is the allegation. Wherever you say grievance is there, normally there should be a maladministration, due to which the grievances will crop up to the people at large. For example, if a person dies, an application is filed for the purpose of changing of khata into the name of the legal heirs or lineal descendants. If it is not changed for various purposes, expecting bribe, expecting influence, or practicing nepotism, whatever may be the result, but legally he is entitled to, but he is not getting that. That is the grievance. Simultaneously, the person who is competent to change the khata, or the person competent to solve that problem, is not properly administering his work or not properly working, there arises an allegation against that man. So when grievance and allegations are there, who has to control this? Who has to take care of this? Who is the guardian for that, to protect those persons from the menace that has occurred due to maladministration? There arises the guardian's responsibility. In such an eventuality, whether the same departmental people or higher ups are appointed as vigilance commissioners or internal vigilance commission in each and every department, whether that has solved the problem? The answer is definitely no. Why? Because of the internal relationship, master and servant's relationship, and some moral obligations. Or if the higher up himself is a corrupt officer, how we can expect that he will take care of the corruption or he will take care of the maladministration down the lane? You cannot expect that. Though he may be an honest officer, but the people will think that this should not have been given to that man. It should have been given to an independent agency or independent institution. Then only that would have been corrected, properly controlled. In that context, in our India, prior to 1984, even in the 1980s or like so, the central government has thought of constituting a committee for the purpose of make a study of this under the leadership of Mr. Morarji Desai, former Prime Minister of India. Headed by him, a committee was constituted, and after thorough examination and study, they found that these vigilance commissions have to be abolished. The internal vigilance commissions should be abolished, and thereafter they thought over that an independent institution has to be introduced. How that independent institution should be was also thought of. Who should head that institutions? We have to be trusted them. We have to trust them, utmost trust, and it should create confidence in the mind of the people by such an institution that we will take care of any grievance, we will take care of the allegations, we will take care of the maladministration. In that context, they have suggested to the government to constitute Lokpal and Lokayukta institutions in each and every states. Lokpal, so far as center is concerned, and Lokayukta is so far as states are concerned. In some of the states, Lokayukta institution itself is not there. In some of the states, Lokayukta institution is there, not properly functioning. Recently, you might have read in the newspapers, our Honorable High Court has appreciated the Karnataka Lokayukta institution. Nowhere in India, the Lokayukta institutions are working as efficiently as Karnataka's Lokayukta is concerned. You might have reading in the newspapers how many raids the Lokayukta is conducting. In spite of so many lapses, in spite of so many infrastructural problems, staff problem, I will come to that little later, it is one of the challenges. I will come to next the prospects and challenges after concluding this particular aspect. So therefore, here the controlling authority is government's, central government. If the government itself is failing to administer properly, to have good governance, then somebody is there to pull out these governmental authorities also. Therefore, an independent institutions have been constituted. So therefore, you can directly adhere to why this institution is called as a guardian. It is nothing but guardian of all the rights of the people. Guardian of taking care of grievances. Guardian of taking care of the allegations, to see that those persons who have misconducted themselves are punished. Or at least if it is a small ignorable allegation or is there, ignorable violation of duty is there, at least with a warning. That is why the Lokayukta institution is called as a guardian of anti-corruption. So far as corruption laws are concerned, everybody is under the impression, whether anybody has studied Karnataka Lokayukta Act here, meticulously going through each and every section of the Karnataka Lokayukta, I think nobody, because there was no occasion for you. So you cannot, being the law students, you can say that, but as a lawyer, you cannot say that. Because every law, after once it comes out from the gates of parliament or legislature, what the law will presume? The law will presume that you know all the laws. Only it comes to the light when you violate that. Otherwise, no respect for law. If it is not violated, there is no respect for law. So the law is made to adhere to that. Violation may be the consequence of the punishment. Consequence of violation may be punishment. That is what I will say, that sanction behind law. You might have studied all these things in jurisprudence. So the question arises that what is the responsibility of this Lokayukta institution? There are three important aspects to be taken note of so far as Lokayukta institution is concerned. Number one is to ascertain first what exactly the grievance of the person who comes before you out of maladministration. That is, due to the maladministration, some grievance is there, therefore he approached you. The first and basic aspect is if taking care of all the importance of that problem of that particular person, try to solve that grievance. First principle is solving the grievance of the person. The second aspect is how that grievance cropped up, who is responsible for that. What is the reason for that? The reason must be maladministration, and the person must be a government servant or a public servant. We are not concerned with the other public, other individuals. We have no right to take any action against private individuals. That you should bear in your mind. Only we can take action against the government servants or the public servants. What is the difference? What is the difference between public servant and a government servant? Law students, it is there in the Indian Penal Code under section 21 of the Indian Penal Code, and also defined in various other laws. Who is a public servant? Who is a government servant? Government servant directly appointed by the government, draws the salary from the government, and direct financial connection with the government, and serves the government. Public servant, otherwise than the government servants, who also have benefit of the government money and having given responsibility to serve the public at large. What is the example for that? Corporations, municipalities, though they have got independent powers of their financial activity, but the source of the money is from the government. Salary, though it may be given by somebody else, but the person serves the government. The person serves the public. So that is the difference between public servant and a government servant. So any maladministration by government servant or the public servant, he will come to the jurisdiction of Lokayukta. Apart from that, there are several prohibitions to entertain the petition also. You see, if a dispute is between two private individuals, we cannot solve that. If the dispute has not arose because of the maladministration of the government servant or a public servant, we cannot entertain such problems. If the matter has to go to the court has to decide that matter. We cannot entertain that. If any appeal provisions are provided, revision provisions, review provisions are provided, in such matters also we should not interfere with that. Otherwise than these, because there are several aspects, section 2, 7, 9 and 8 of the Karnataka Lokayukta Act, which prevents the Lokayukta institution from taking action so far as some other institutions are constituted to take care of that. So let it be there. So now you understood how the Lokayukta has to be called as a guardian. So next, Prevention of Corruption Act. This particular enactment is independent of Karnataka Lokayukta Act. It only deals with corruption, not with any other maladministration. So apart from corruption, if any other maladministration is there, it will be taken care of by the Karnataka Lokayukta Act. it including the corruption and nepotism. But wherever the corruption is directly alleged, a complaint has to be lodged not before the Lokayukta institution, but before the Lokayukta police. Because just like you all the law students, you will understand, the first information report has to be lodged before the competent police officer, not before the Lokayukta institution. Because once the FIR is registered, first information is registered, it will create the responsibility and control over that season of the case with the court. Lokayukta institution has nothing to poke its nose so far as the investigation under Prevention of Corruption Act is concerned. It is exclusively within the domain of the Lokayukta police, and court will have control over that proceedings. Any report they have to submit to the court. If the court has to give any instructions, the court can directly give the instructions to the investigating officer. So except the administrative control over the Lokayukta police, the Lokayukta institution has no role to play so far as the anti-corruption laws are concerned or Prevention of Corruption Act is concerned. But guidance can be given to the officers and their conduct can be controlled by the Lokayukta institution. If very maladministration by them also, that can be taken care of under the Lokayukta Act. So therefore, even the investigating agency is also under the control of Lokayukta institution to monitor them properly, that there should not be any maladministration in implementing the Prevention of Corruption Act. That is why this institution is called as Guardian of Anti-Corruption. There are a lot of challenges, my dear friends. Lot of challenges. Just now I have read that what is the motto of the coming International Anti-Corruption Day. Involve the youth. You people are the persons who will be responsible for laying foundation for anti-corruption society. Removal of corruption from the society. See, when anti-corruption laws came into existence in the year 1988, prior to that, what was the law? It was inbuilt in the Indian Penal Code. Under section 166 onwards of Indian Penal Code, prevention of corruption was also an offense under that act. It was not so strong. About 5 or 6 provisions were there. Now anti-corruption law has been introduced in the year 1988. Supreme Court has said that it is spreading like a cancerous disease. Every small cell of cancer is capable of spreading its cells. You know, multiplication of cells, how it takes place. Science odire gotirutte. Cell multiplication has cell division ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಒಂದಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎರಡಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 4 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. 4 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? 16 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 8 ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 4 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 16 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 16 ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 16 into 16. That is cell division. ಈ ಆಂಟಿ ಕರಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ. It is spreading like a cancerous disease. Therefore, we have so many laws. We have to implement those laws. That itself is a challenge. How to implement this Karnataka Lokayukta Act and this anti-corruption laws very effectively so as to combat this corruption. So back to combat this maladministration. That is the first fundamental challenge. You have to make a study, you students of law. This is a seminar. So many persons are participating. They have to think it over. What are all the lapses in the law? What are all the powers that has been given to Lokayukta, whether it is sufficient? I don't want to say anything about this, that I am throwing it to you people to discuss in the conference whether the powers that has been given to the Lokayukta is sufficient to combat this maladministration and corruption. What you suggest to the government, what you suggest to us. The next important is that, as I have said, that there is no awareness among the people. When I asked you a question that how many of you have understood Lokayukta, except knowing that there is an institution by name Lokayukta, without knowing what are its responsibilities, how it works, who are all there in the institution, what are all the subject matter that will come before the Lokayukta. Nobody knew about this. When we say that the law community itself is lacking awareness, how can you expect a common man to know about this institution and the working of this institution? So therefore, what should be done? This is a basic, another challenge. What should be done to make the people aware about their rights, aware about the responsibilities, aware about the existence of this institution? What should be done? The next is involving the youth, reframing the integrity of India. The integrity is at stake. That shows that our integrity is at stake. How you will convert the people? You see, according to me, the percentage of bribe takers is less than the percentage of bribe givers. ಹೌದಾ? ಲಂಚ ಕೊಡೋರಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಂಚ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋರಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಡೋರು. ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ? Which has to be addressed seriously. Both should be addressed. Right? One way to have good governance, we have to address corruption inside our machinery. The next is create awareness amongst the people that bribe giving is also an offense. What will happen? According to me, this may be a beginning. Where we will end up? We will end up with the total destruction of our country. I will tell you. Total destruction. Otherwise, you cannot prevent. That day may come if we don't take responsibilities on the shoulders, that youth should take the responsibilities on your shoulders to take these challenges. According to me, the youth are the responsible persons who have to take care of this. That's why wherever I go, normally I will not refuse to go any of the colleges or schools. Because we must apprise our young students to inculcate the honesty, sincerity and punctuality in their life, at least. They should grow. That they should promise to the country that at least I will take oath that I will not become corrupt. To that extent, country is saved. So how to this challenge has to be taken care of. How to bring our children, how to bring our youth to develop in their mind that at least to that extent that they will not become corrupt in future. And secondly, if possible, they can take care of the persons who are ready to give bribe and corrupt the society. See, what will happen if the bribe givers are more and bribe takers are less? Bribe takers are less means what? There is some portion of honesty is still working. Otherwise, by this time, the whole administration would have been gone. So therefore, please understand this, that the persons who are honestly working, they also should be safeguarded Their rights have to be protected. They are to be continued to be the honest people. Otherwise, what will happen? If these bribe givers percentage is increased, they will make the honest people also corrupt. This is another challenge you must bear in your mind. So therefore, my dear friends, the prospectus of our Indian integrity is at stake. I have told you that the development and corruption, if you balance this in a pan, what may be the result? ಎರಡನ್ನು ತಕ್ಕಡಿಲಿಟ್ಟು ತೂಗಿದಾಗ developmental activities, developmental work, and corruption. So according to me, it cannot be totally said that developmental works are not going on. Development is also going on. On the other side, corruption is also cropping up. So which one is growing fastly? And what is the effect of this is another challenge to be identified and addressed. You see, I will give you an example. The quantity of development and quality of development. A road is built, a road is constructed, a hospital building is constructed, or a college is built, law college, or the government buildings are built. Development is there. Development is there. Simultaneously, is corruption creeps in. What is the quality of construction? What is the quality of the road that has been built? For the benefit of whom? It is for the benefit of us. Large number of cases are pending before us. So far as these developmental activities are concerned, which are having very poor construction. Who is responsible for that? What is the reason for that? So therefore, this corruption suppresses the quality. If quality is suppressed, quality is affected, naturally the life will become miserable. ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ರಸ್ತೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಗುಂಡಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಕೂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ಗುಂಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಟರ್ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, ಬಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಜನ ಸತ್ತೇ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Who is responsible for this? Is not the corruption which made this road so poor in condition and which caused a great grievance to the family of that person who died? So therefore, my dear friends, these are all the challenges. I think I have taken much time. These are all the challenges you put. What are the laws to be developed to this extent? What are the powers that should be given to the Lokayukta or any other institution like this to curb the corruption and also maladministration? What are the facilities that should be given to such institutions? How it should be spread all over the Karnataka state? I have suggested various things. That when you say that it is an independent institution, powers should be given. One of the challenges I am telling you, powers should be given to the institution itself to select the person who can promptly and honestly work for the institution, not borrowing the staff from the government, not borrowing the police from the government. They are all the government servants. Again, they will go back to the government. On deputation, they will come here and work. This is one of the challenge, one of the suggestion. Because once you say it is an independent institution, not working under the government, it is almost against the government because it has got power to pull out the maladministration of the government. Then it should be independent as possible. So I will conclude by saying, ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೀವನ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂಥ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಶ್ಲೋಕ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಕಾಶಾತ್ ಪತಿತಂ ತೋಯಂ ಯಥಾ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ ಸಾಗರಂ ಸರ್ವದೇವ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕೇಶವಂ ಪ್ರತಿ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ ಅಂತ. ದಿ ಔಟರ್ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್, ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಆಕಾಶದಿಂದ ಮಳೆ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ, ಸಕಲ ಚರಾಚರ ವಸ್ತುಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀರುಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಸಮುದ್ರ ಸೇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಿಯಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೋಡವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಳೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಟರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸೈಕಲ್? ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತಾನೆ, ಸರ್ವದೇವ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕೇಶವಂ ಪ್ರತಿಗಚ್ಚತಿ. ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಜೀವನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಾಯಲೇಬೇಕು, ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ನೀರು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಗೋದು? ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಇರೋದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳೇನು, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ವಹಿಸಿದಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇರಿಕೊಂಡಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಜಾಗೃತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಮಾಡೋದಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಆ ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆಗೆ ಏನೇ ಆಗಲಿ ನಾವು ಬದ್ಧರಾಗಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ಬಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಜೀವ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೊರತು ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರೋಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಆ ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ದೇಶನ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯೂತ್ನ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಡಿ. ಯೂತ್, ಯಂಗ್ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಕೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಕೈಲಿಗೆ ಹಿಂದೆಯಿಂದ ಮುಗೀತು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮುಗೀತೀಗ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ 70s. ಇನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರೋರು ನೀವು? ಇನೋವೇಷನ್, ಇಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಎರಡು ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳಿದ್ದಾಗೆ. ಅದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಏನೇನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ತರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ. ಇದಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ, ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಬಹಳ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿ ವಿ ಗುಂಡಪ್ಪನವ್ರದ್ದೊಂದು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗು ಬೆಟ್ಟದಡಿ ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯಾಗು, ಕಲ್ಲಾಗು ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ವಿಧಿ ಮಳೆ ಸುರಿಯೆ, ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯಾಗು ದೀನ ದುರ್ಬಲರಿಂಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೊಳಗೊಂದಾಗಿ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂದರು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗು ಅಂದರೆ ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ಬರೀ ಹುಲ್ಲಾಗಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಗಲ್ವಂತ ಅದರ ಜೀವನ. ಹುಲ್ಲು ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ದನ ಕರುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದು ಹೊಟ್ಟೆ ತುಂಬಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಆಯಿತು, ಖುಷಿ ಪಡುತ್ತಂತೆ ಹುಲ್ಲು. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಾಡಿನಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೋ ಬೆಟ್ಟದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳೆದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಣಗೋದ್ರೆ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾರ್ಥಕ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನ ಅಂತ ನೋವು ಪಡುತ್ತಂತೆ ಹುಲ್ಲು. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಹುಲ್ಲು ಅದನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮನೆಗೆ ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆಯಾಗು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊ. ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಗುಣಗಳ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹರಡ್ಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಊರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೀನಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿನ ಅಂಕುರಾರ್ಪಣೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇದಷ್ಟು ಸುಲಭ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ನಾವು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಂದೊಂದು ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕರಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾದ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೈ ಎತ್ತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಎತ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರ. ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇದೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ. ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ 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 ಬೇಕಾದಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ನಷ್ಟಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆನೆಸ್ಟಾಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಯೇ ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸನ್ನದ್ಧರಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕಮ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್ ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಆ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತಗಳಿಗೆ ಬದ್ಧರಾಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಲ್ಲಾಗು ಕಷ್ಟಗಳ ವಿಧಿ ಮಳೆ ಸುರಿಯೆ. ಕಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಅನ್ಪರ್ಟರ್ಬ್ಡ್. ನಾವು ಹಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಕಲ್ಲಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇಡೀ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಸಕ್ಕರೆಯಾಗು ದೀನ ದುರ್ಬಲರಿಂಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಆಂಬಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧಿಯವ್ರಿಗೆ 2 ಕನಸಿತ್ತಂತೆ, ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. What are those two dreams of Mahatma Gandhi ji? Number one is independent India. Liberation of India. He achieved it during his lifetime. Liberation of Indians from inequality, discrimination, oppression and suppression. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನವಾದ ಹಕ್ಕು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಮಾನವಾದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಈಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ಇಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಮಿನೇಷನ್, ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಅಪ್ರೆಷನ್, ಸಪ್ರೆಷನ್, ತುಳಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ತುಳಿಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲದಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎರಡನೇ ಕನಸು ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿದಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೆಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅಚೀವ್ಡ್. ಇನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚಿಂತನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಏನೇನು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಏನು. ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದು ನನಗೊಂದು ಕಾಪಿಯನ್ನು ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಶ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ hope and trust this conference will be a limelight to the our institution also and for all the public at large. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your valuable insights, sir. Now, may I kindly invite our guest of honor, Shri Mitalkot SS, former chairperson of the KSBC, to share his address with us.
Dr. Rammanohar Lohia College of Law and Vakil Paathashala ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಗೌರವಾನ್ವಿತ ಉಪಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತರಾದಂಥ ಪಣೀಂದ್ರ ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿವೇಕ್ ಬಿ ಎನ್ ಅವರೇ, ಜರೀನಾ ಪಿ ವಿ ಅವರೇ, ವಿನಿತಾ ಅರುಣ್ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷತೆಯನ್ನು ವಹಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವಿಜಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕೆ ಕೆ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ನಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಡಗರವರು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಕುರಿತು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಪಲೋಕಾಯುಕ್ತರಂಥ ಪಣೀಂದ್ರ ಸಾಹೇಬರು ಸವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು, ಹೇಗೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಆಯ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಅತಿ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮನೋಭಾವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಪ್ರಜೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಾಬಾ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು ಸಹ ವಕೀಲರಿದ್ದರೆ, ಮುಂಚೂಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಮಾಜ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಾಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಮಾಜದ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಯಾರ ಮೇಲಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವಕೀಲರ ಮೇಲಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಿದ್ದುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ತಿದ್ದೋದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಮಾಜ ಎಂದೂ ಸುಧಾರಿಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನೇ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳಿದರು, ಮೊದಲು ನಾನು ಮಾನವನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮಾನ್ಯ ನ್ಯಾಯಮೂರ್ತಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಪಾಠವನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿಕೊಂಡು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರವನ್ನು ಉನ್ನತ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಒಯ್ಯಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪೇಪರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನು, ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಡೀ ಸಮಾಜದ ಆಗು ಹೋಗುಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಕ್ಕುದ್ದುವಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಶಕ್ತಿ ವಕೀಲರಿಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ದಿವಸ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕರೆದು 4 ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಂಥ ರಾಮಮೋಹನ್ ಲಾ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ವಕೀಲ ಪಾಠಶಾಲೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿವರೆಗೂ ವಂದಿಸಿ ನನ್ನ 2 ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, sir. We are deeply grateful to both our dignitaries for their enlightening and thought-provoking remarks. Their words have added immense value to our today's conference. I would also like to introduce our jury members for the event. Dr. Chandrika MP, who is qualified BCom, LLB, MPhil, MA, and her PhD. She's currently working as principal, Basveshwara Veerashaiva Vidyavardhaka Sangha, BVV's SC, Nandimat Law College. She also guided students in their dissertation works. A few of them are Transgender and Prospects, Legal Study, a comparative analysis of law relating to corporate governance in India and the UK, Alternative Dispute Resolution, a road towards speedy justice. The number of publications she has already done is 11 articles in an international journal and 19 articles in national journals. We welcome you, ma'am. And Dr. Dinesh S.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Dinesh S. He joined law course at Saraswati Law College in Chitradurga in the year 1993. He acquired master degree from the University of Mysore under Constitutional Law branch in 1996. In 2008, he has awarded Master of Philosophy in Labor Studies from Madurai Kamaraja University, Tamil Nadu. Further, he has also got master degree on new subject like intellectual property law from Venkateshwara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh in 2009. He received the Doctorate of Philosophy in Law on the thesis Study on Geographical Indication as Tools to Protect the Traditional Knowledge under Intellectual Property Rights from the University of North Orissa. He has written many articles in national and international journals and presented research papers in different national and state level conferences. Presently, he is working as principal in SJM Law College, Chitradurga, which is affiliated to the Karnataka State Law University, Hubli, Karnataka, and also recognized by BCI, New Delhi, India. We welcome you, sir.
Welcome. Thank you, madam.
Professor Dr. Raghuveer G. Kulkarni. He has completed his BA, LLB, LLM, and PhD. He has completed his LLB and pursued his Master Laws from Nandimat Law College, Bagalkot, Karnataka, and a Doctor of Philosophy from Karnataka State Law University, Hubli. Also received the Best Teacher Award 2023 by Lions Club, Jamkhandi. He has also published certain journal papers and edited books such as Journal Paper and An Analytical View of the Position of Personal Laws and Indian Constitution. And he's also edited books, A Comparative Study of Position of Women under Hindu and Muslim Personal Laws with special reference to matrimonial reliefs, Protection of Marginalized Women in India, Government Law College, Hassan. Currently, he is working as Dean and Principal, BLDE, DU's School of Law, Vijaypura. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next Juni panel is Dr. Vineet Vimal. He has pursued his bachelor's and master's in law from National Law College, Shivmoga. In addition to his studies, he completed his PhD in Arunodaya University on critical study. She has completed her PhD in Arunodaya University on a critical study on banking law and social welfare schemes in India. Currently, she serves as the principal of Krishna Institute of Law. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Arun Sosle. He has completed his LLB from Bangalore University, Department of Law, Bangalore. LLM is also from Bangalore University, Department of Law, Bangalore. MPhil in Law from Global Open University, Department of Law, Nagaland. And a PhD in Law from Alliance University, Bangalore. He pursued his MPhil in Juridical Science, Law, and PhD in Environmental Law. He also has research experience, submitted the thesis on legal control of pollution of lakes, position and their status in Bangalore City for the award of doctorate degree in law. And currently he is working as principal in Sri Jagadguru Renukacharya College of Law, Bangalore. We welcome you, sir. Dr. Rahul Mishra. He is currently serving as Associate Professor of Law and PhD Program, Chairperson at Manipal Law School, Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Bangalore. He has obtained master's degree in English literature from Himachal Pradesh University in 2002. He also holds an LLM from the prestigious Nalsar University of Law, Hyderabad in 2009. He has done a PhD on study of legal rights of people in developing nations like India regarding access to healthcare and medicine in the light of TRIPS regime from Alliance University, Bangalore in 2021. He has to his credit more than 70 publications in peer-reviewed index journals. He has presented more than 60 papers in various national, international conferences, seminars, and colloquiums. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Honor. Thank you all.
And moving forward, we have a few of our students who have been achievements. Before we proceed to the vote of thanks, it is with immense pride that I take to celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students, who stand as the true reflection of spirit and excellence of Dr. RMLCL. Our students have been awarded with a cash prize of rupees 25,000 for Best Legal Aid Clinical Award by NLSU. The students are Asha, Deepender Singh Rajput, Suraj, Sheelu, Meena, Shweta, Sachin, Monisha, Chandan, Ramya, Avinash, Rohini, Vaishnavi, Dinesh, Kavya, Arpita, Akash MP, Pavitra, Sumitra, Akash Verma, Shivam, Anita, and Sanjay. I request all of them to please come forward. I request our chief guest of the day to present them.
Come here. Okay. ಬನ್ನಿ ಸರ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂದಿನ ತೆಗಿಯಪ್ಪ ಫೋಟೋ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರಬೇಕು ಕಂಗ್ರಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್
ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿ NLS
Next, we have Vinod James, Shruti, and Ramya, who won their first Moot Court Award out of 120 colleges conducted in KSLU. I request them to come forward.
Thank you. Hold it.
National level.
Please. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
First ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Congratulations. Show all the best. Thanks. Thanks.
Next, we have Anita J, who got the first rank student in Kannada medium out 130 affiliated colleges under in KSLU. We also have Arakya David and Vail Murugan as second runner-up in Alameen College of Law in National Moot Court competition.
Runner-up in National Moot Court.
Show all the best.
Thank you, sir. These achievements stand as a testament to the hard work, dedication, and passion of our students, and to the unwavering support of our faculty members. Let's give them all a huge round of applause. Every meaningful event is a collective effort, and gratitude is what completes it. I now invite Advocate Zarina P. to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. Good morning. Namaste. Namaskara to one and all. I'm Zarina before you for vote of thanks. Respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty, distinguished guests, and dear students. At outset, I thank the gratitude to the God Almighty for giving us all an opportunity to stand here and do this national conference. Also, I salute and extend my thanks to science and technology and invention for giving this technology to meet virtually today. Since meeting physically is a difficulty, we are moving to virtual conferences these days, where we can connect ourselves very well. So, moving forward, I will thank our distinguished guest, Sir, the Honorable Justice K.N. Panindra, Upal Lokayukta, State of Karnataka, Sir, for giving us wonderful, words of Lokayukta, and also right from the inception, right from the womb, till the education of the child, till why Lokayukta is there, and why, how the youth have to promote the Lokayukta, and how we should take an oath for against corruption. Thank you so much, sir. And then Shri S.S. Mittalkot, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking time and coming over here and gracing the occasion. Next, Sri B.M. Nagraj, sir, who is the founder of this RML college and secretary, and for running this institution for 40 long years, and giving so many advocates for the future. Yeah, so many advocates have come from this college. And then Sir Vivek B.N., who is the advocate and director of RML College, for his leadership and encouragement. Srimati Vijayalakshmi KK, Principal RML College, for her unwavering support for the happening of this event, Madam. Madam, kudos to you, and tons of gratitude. You are the numero uno of this event. Really, sir, she made this event. Yeah. And Dr. A. Preeti Nayak, Vice Principal, for in the involvement and coordination for this event. And thanks to Dr. Yashaswini Vivek, who is the Director of RML College. And I thank all the senior, junior faculties for your contribution. Apart from that, we also have the non-teaching staff who have contributed immensely for tireless efforts for this happening of the event. Nalini Madam, who is the administrative head, thank you, ma'am. Anil sir and Miss Tanuja. I thank all the students of RML because you've been working on this event from quite long. So right from the arranging of the chairs, getting the panels, everything these people have done, sir. The students are really very nice students. Yeah. And not the least, the participants and the presenters, who have worked on this paper for quite long time and imparted the knowledge. So we are going to get the papers and published in Scoopers also. Yeah, so thank you for the participants. And as my friend has told about the jury members, their profiles are very great. So thank you, jury members, for joining and doing. You are going to do a fair evaluation. And also the technical team. Yes, as I said that without science and technology, we are nothing, guys. Just because of the technical team, we are able to connect so much and we are able to know each other. So a round of applause for the technical team. And also there's some clerical team from RML College, Mr. Malesh, and also the cleaning people who have made this venue so neat and clean for us. That is Zubeda, Mehboobi and Sidraju. Yeah. And also special appreciation for the students who have got this escort team, the auditorium committee, food committee. You have given us a wonderful food, vada and upma and all. Thank you so much. Yeah. And also I extend my thanks to the Tahsildars, revenue officer, police who have accompanied sir, even the traffic. Thank you so much. And also I extend my gratitude to the Vakil Paathashala members, without whose support this conference would not have happened. Thank you, Vakil Paathashala, for that. And also finally, a special thanks to our sponsor, Mr. Prasanna Gotej, who is an entrepreneur, educationist, and social worker, for his generous support and contribution. Yeah. So I'm thanking one and all. So I've missed somebody, please don't mind. Okay. Because thanking is very important. You know, if you thank somebody, you'll feel that adrenaline rush that, you know, somebody is thanking us. Okay. So that will give immense motivation to you and to me, and as well to everybody. So if I missed out on anybody, my apologies to them. So finally, in conclusion, what I want to tell is this event, we have made it as a collective effort, guided by the blessings of the Lord, and also by enriched by science and technology, and also strengthened by the dedication of one and all. So let us have a round of applause for all of us. A huge round of applause, guys. Yeah. Thank you, one and all. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Jai Hind.
Thank you for your words, ma'am. With this, we conclude the inaugural session. We now move forward to the technical sessions, which promise rich discussions and valuable perspectives. Once again, thank you one and all for being with us here today. Let us continue the spirit of inquiry, reflection, and learning. Before that, I would like to have the organizing team for a group picture with the dignitaries. Request all the students to come forward. All of you, please come forward for the group photo session.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. No, sir, but you told so many things which we don't know actually. Yeah, whatever you told now, I'm not given me limited time. Therefore, I thought this was a limited. You know, whatever you told, I remember everything. Thank you so much.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ
Privilege, sir, actually. You have so many things. See, right from the womb you told us.
Hello. Kindly join for the group photo, please. Faculties, I request faculties and all the students to join. You can stand front also. Kindly join.
Faculties, Radhika ma'am. Fast, please fast.
Make it fast. Technical sessions have yet to be happen. Kindly come soon. Okay. Thank you.
Sir. Sir, ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ ಕುತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬೇಗ ಬೇಡ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ತೆಗೀರಿ
Kindly sit, front rows, students. Please, I request the students to sit in front, please. Thank you.
Join